Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, if you're new here, hi, my name is Noah. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you are old here, well, I shouldn't say that, but if you're old here, welcome back. I hope you enjoy this one. Today, I am going down to my grandpa's shop. As you might be, yep, there you can see right there in the bed. We've got the toolbox all strapped in, and we are going to be doing some wrenching today. Not on a truck, but on an engine, and I will tell you more about it when we get there and I can show it to you. So stay tuned guys. I'm gonna get on the road right now. I got about a half-hour drive, so I'm gonna go over there and well, it's probably more like 20 minutes, but I'm gonna go over there real quick. I'll meet you when I get there. All right guys, what's up? I am officially all set up in the shop here. As you can see here, we've got the toolbox all set up. We've got our tiny little engine. Oh my, look at that thing. It is upside down. Currently, I just sprayed it off with brake clean after running it through the solvent tank. This is a little bit of background. This is a 3-cylinder Caterpillar diesel engine. It came, it's a 90s model engine. I believe it came out of a Cub Cadet utility tractor. Small, it's like a 20-horse engine. And over here you can see we have all of the, there you go, all of the parts, all just kind of up here and in boxes, and we have everything here. I believe, I don't know if all the parts are here. A little bit of background. I got this engine for free from the truck shop I used to work at, and I have decided I'm going to put it back together. It is currently not a running engine. It has really bad scoring. I believe it's in the first cylinder. I'll show you a little bit later. But over here we have the laptop all set up with the rebuild manual on it. This is currently set up for the crankshaft install. Let's see. Crankshaft main bearings. There we go. That's what we want. And there it is. So that's the diagram. So I have this whole manual all set up right here on my laptop so that I can rebuild this engine the way it was supposed to be rebuilt, because I know nothing about it other than it's a Caterpillar and it's a diesel and it's a cool little engine. But with that said, I'm gonna let this drip dry a little bit more, and then I will pick up putting the main bearings on in just a little while. All right, everybody, the first step here is getting these main bearings onto the crankshaft. As you can see here, our crankshaft is very little. I mean, this whole block is only like 11 inches long, so it should just go right on there, no problem. I believe that this right here is aluminum. This one is aluminum. This one is cast iron or cast steel. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So I'm going to set up a time lapse real quick of me assembling these. Alright guys, so we have encountered our first issue here. You can see I was torquing down this second main bearing and it wouldn't get tight, and this is why. It's because this bolt was stretching to the point that it cracked right there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yeah, you can see that it just split. For right now I'm gonna have to, I guess, go and find a bolt that will go in there. Hopefully it'll be grade 8 like this one, but chances are it probably won't. So that just is where the bolt was overstressed, I guess, or it's been taken on and off so many times that it's just outstretched itself, or the bolt was too long, one or the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and find something to replace this with real quick, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so as you can see here, I got another bolt. I just found it in this box next to me. I have no idea what it goes to, but it fit right in the hole and it was the perfect length, same length as the other one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it, and if I come around to where I'm missing a bolt, I'll just have to go find another bolt. But now we're gonna put this aluminum one on, and my biggest concern about this is it being stripped out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it apart real quick and then slap it on there. Alright guys, so I had a little change of plans here. I realized that the crank has to go in from the back. If you look at the front of the block here, this is the opening for the crank. So you can't put it in from the front. This is the opening in the back. But as you can see on the bottom, maybe you can see that, maybe you can't. Yeah, you can see that the crank doesn't set in. You know, typically your main bearings would be set into a crevice like this, and they would be set into here, and then you would set the crank in from the bottom and then put the caps on. But these ones get put on the actual crank before it goes on the engine, and then the flywheel doesn't stay on there, but you take this and you slide it in from the back right into there. So I realized that, and so I think I'm going to do as much of this engine as I can on this table. This table does roll around, so I can move it wherever I need to, and the engine's small enough it fits on there. So that's where we're at. I just wanted to update you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that crank in here in another time lapse. Alright guys, so I am having trouble getting the crank in. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. From what I understood, it was just a slide it in thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and check my manual just to be sure I'm not doing something incorrectly, or to see if there's any tips or tricks to get it in there. So I will be right back with you with another time lapse when I figure it out. Alright guys, little update. It has been like probably an hour and a half since I last recorded a clip. I was having the hardest time getting this crankshaft in, but I finally got it in, and I only have one problem in that one of the bolt holes for the main bearings, I can show you where they're at real quick, is cross-threaded, and I can't get a bolt to go in it. So I don't plan on making this engine run. I just want to know if it'll go back together. If it'll go back together, I might rebuild it with a real rebuild kit eventually, but I need to know if everything's here first, just to make sure that it is going to be an actual functional engine and worth putting the time and money into rebuilding it. So alrighty, here you can see I got the crankshaft in. It does spin freely, and right here I could not get this this bolt to go in. It's actually an Allen head screw is what the manual calls it. I couldn't get it to go in, and that is because this bearing, which is this big aluminum piece right here, you can see right here, yeah, this piece here, this top hole is cross-threaded. That was from somebody having this engine apart before, or when they took it apart, it just stripped because that one is aluminum and not cast. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch real quick, and then I will torque these down after that. All right, guys, just finished up lunch, and now I'm going to go ahead and torque in the crankshaft here. How much of that can you see? Oh, there you go. I'm gonna torque in the crankshaft. These bolts here get 20 foot-pounds. I haven't found a torque spec for this Allen, but I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be close to 20 foot-pounds as well. As you can see right here, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yep, right here, 20 foot-pounds. Says it right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And I'm gonna get my torque wrench set up for these bolts. For those of you wondering, it is a 10 millimeter. A lot of these bolts are gonna be metric because this engine was built in Japan and they don't use standard bolts in Japan. So we are gonna pop our socket on here, and I'm going to adjust my torque wrench here to 20 foot-pounds, right like that. Crank this back down. Ready? Here we go. Number one. There's 20. There's 20. Okay, now I just have to do this Allen. I don't know what the spec, I don't know what the spec is on it. It doesn't say it in the manual. And I think I'm going to torque it to 20 foot-pounds as well, just because. Probably pretty close anyway. Alright, that is tight. I don't know the torque spec, so I'm not going to torque it to 20. I'm just going to make it tight like that. And that should be good for now. So the next step now is to install the pistons, and you're all gonna have to wait for that till tomorrow's video, because installing the crankshaft took way longer than I thought. And yes, I'm filming this as I'm editing the video and decided to cut it into pieces. So if I made this a whole video for today, it would be probably one of those hour-long videos that nobody would want to watch. So right now it's about 14 minutes or 12 minutes. So I'm gonna stop it right here and watch tomorrow's video for the pistons and probably the head install and the valve train. So I'll see about cutting it up. I'm gonna edit it all tonight, but I will upload it periodically throughout time. And then tomorrow, when I'm filming this, tomorrow is some juicy stuff that you're just gonna have to wait for. Things got crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you check the link in the description for my merch. It is on teespring.com. I don't have much, but hopefully I will have a new design up that is really cool. So go check that out, and go follow me on Instagram at 351confederate. That will be in the link in the description as well. And please excuse the amount of times I say in my videos, because it is just second nature. When I grab the camera, I don't even realize I'm doing it. So I'm signing off now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more content like this on my channel. Catch y'all in the next one.